So, where do we put all these?
Don't let Jim say. You said to bring him up.
So where do we put them?
Around, I guess.
I haven't seen this many flowers since my grandfather's wake.
Dunlap says she insists on having white roses everywhere she stays.
Well, I guess when you're a big a star as she is, you can afford to do such things.
I heard she once threw a bellhop off the 5th floor balcony of the Paramount Hotel in San Francisco.
No.
Because they accidentally brought her red ones.
No.
Really?
No.
That's what I heard.
You're wrong.
Okay.
You're wrong.
I'm just telling you what I heard.
She couldn't have. She's a very nice lady. I saw her at the Paramount last year with my cousin Lester. It was a triple bill with Bing Crosby and Frankie Lane. She wore a pink dress and waved right at me.
And that makes her a nice lady?
She sang God Bless America, and everybody cried.
Hey, look, they fixed your piano.
I've never actually seen a celebrity up close before. One time last December, I saw the back of Douglas Fearing's head walking through the lobby. I don't think that really counts, you know. And a few years back, I valet parked Tallulah Bankin's Packard. I think that counts even less.
Nope, it's a new one. I guess the old one was so beat up, it was beyond repair. Listen to that. It's a view.
Hey, that's right. I used to be in the show business.
Where'd you get an idea like that?
You told me.
I did what?
You told me.
I did no such thing.
Yes, you did. The night when we all went out to Marty's pub. You drank all the scotch and told me I was to play the piano for some girl
Otis.
in some cabaret in Los Angeles.
Otis.
She had this funny name. Mooshi or Nishi.
Otis, you're wrong. There was no girl. There was no...
Myrtle. I think you said her name was Myrtle. Maybe it wasn't an M.
I'm gonna go ask. Oh.
Maybe it was a P name. Holly, Pamela, Petunia. No, I wasn't them.
Speaking of girls, come check out the cutie by the pool in the blue swimsuit.
We shouldn't be fooling around up here. They're going to be looking for us down the stairs.
You worry way too much, Otis.
I know. Did you really throw a bellhop off of this story balcony? Oh, did I have to done that? Good God. Look at all these roses. $40,000 to renovate this suite, and it still looks like somebody's wake. But you said to put them in the bedroom.
Which one?
I don't care either one. Just get rid of them. And do it quickly. I've got Mrs. Osgood coming up any second. Will Miss McFadden be with her? No, she's not coming until later. Mr. Dunlap? What is it? Francis? I'm Otis.
I'm Francis.
Yes, Otis. Would it be alright if I asked Miss McFadden for her autograph? No. Even if it's for my mother? No. What if it's for my sick mother? Francis! Otis? Otis? Yes, sir? Get out!
Yes, sir. We're leaving right away.
And,
Francis.
yes, Francis. You can tell Mr. Hedges at the front desk to send up Miss McFadden the moment she arrives. We'll bring up her bag right away.
Yes, sir. Oh, hi, Mrs. Osgood.
Hi, Mrs. Osgood.
Hello, boys. Now then, Mr. Dunlap, how did we do?
Well, see for yourself. 100% renovated and on time as promised.
Oh, it's lovely. Just perfect. Even better than before.
It should be, for all the money it cost.
I certainly hope the United States Army won't be asked to contribute to the cost of this renovation.
Of course not.
You see, these boys are putting their lives on the line for all of us here in America. They deserve to let off a little steam.
Even if it means demolishing a hotel suite or two.
Come now, don't be petty. The damage they caused couldn't have been that bad.
Mrs. Osgood, I realize how important it is that you and your organization, the Palm Beach Ladies for Unity,
PBLFU.
yes, as I was saying, I realize how important it is that you sponsor these little weekend leaves for our our GIs.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Don't you think there are more suitable venues?
Suitable?
The Palm Beach Royale has been a staple for Palm Beach society for close to 50 years. Presidents and royalty have stayed in this very suite.
Well, if it's good enough for royalty, it's good enough for our boys on the battlefield.
Mrs. Osgood, this past weekend we found a GI stuck through the wall.
As I said, they need to let off steam.
The wall, Mrs. Osgood, the wall.
I'm sure there was a perfectly good reason.
He was wearing nothing but a lampshade singing Begin with the Game.
So, what's your point?
My point is...
Really of no interest to me. Mr. Dunlap, as long as this war is going on, and as long as my husband is chairman of the board for this hotel, the Palm Beach Royale, everyone on its staff, including yourself, will continue to give their all to support the war effort, whether that be by hosting USO functions, organizing fund drives, or pulling GIs out of walls. Is that understood, Mr. Dunlap?
Perfectly.
I'm so very fond of you. I would hate for you to have to start looking for employment at another staple of Palm Beach society.
As would I.
Then we understand each other.
Yes, madam, and I assure you, I will do my very best to accommodate your men in uniform.
Excellent. Now then, let's discuss tonight. Is everything on schedule?
Everything, and I do mean everything, is ready. Every last detail has been attended to.
The ballroom downstairs?
The chandeliers are gleaming, the woodwork is polished, the orchestra has been rehearsing all day.
This is a very important night, Mr. Dunlap.
Don't I know it?
This is the largest war benefit the Palm Beach Ladies for Unity has ever thrown. There are reporters here from all over the world. Just think, tonight's benefit will be broadcast live on radios from sea to shining sea.
And the technicians are setting up downstairs as we speak.
The ears of the nation will be looking down upon us.
And I promise, the Palm Beach Royale will sparkle like the diamond she is.
Of course she will. I have complete faith in you. What about the entertainment?
What about it?
Has everyone arrived?
Yes, everyone except for Claudia McFadden and Athena Sinclair.
Goodness, let's hope they don't arrive at the same time.
Could you imagine?
And Claudia McFadden will be staying here in the presidential suite?
Yeah,
And Miss Sinclair?
a suite on another floor, on the other side of the hotel.
Perfect. And the show?
Everything's set and everything's perfect. I've turned every act down to the second. Miss Sinclair will perform at 8:40, and she'll be done off stage by 9 o'clock. After that, we have Jimmy Durante. Miss McFadden doesn't take the stage until 9:30. By that time, Athena Sinclair will be back in her suite. They'll never see each other.
That's good. Miss McFadden was adamant that she at no time be on the same stage, or for that matter, in the same room with Athena Sinclair. It's a shame, really. The last National War benefit, those two headline raised over $60,000. People went just to see if they'd kill each other.
And I promise you, they will not see each other.
Good man. We don't want any unnecessary drama. Tonight's benefit is too important.
As you know, Mrs. Osgood, I run a very tight ship. Nothing happens here at the Palm Beach Royale unless I allow it.
Oh, crap, it's only you.
Miss Del Rio, what a nightmarish surprise.
I've come to chat with Claudia McFadden.
Who?
Very funny. Has she arrived yet?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Mrs. Osgood, I don't believe you've had the... What's the word I want?
Pleasure?
Not so much. Occasion of meeting Miss Del Rio?
I'm afraid I haven't.
Miss Del Rio has the distinction of writing a piece for the Palm Beach Cattler.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that publication.
Lucky you. Miss Del Rio, can I show you to the door or shall I call security?
I was told Miss McFadden would be staying in this suite.
You were told wrong.
What if I told you Miss McFadden invited me here herself?
I would say that you're lying.
Rumor has it she's planning an all-out assault on Athena Sinclair. She's still fuming from the last benefit they did together.
I have no idea what you're talking about. But what I do know is the extension to the security desk.
I'm a guest at this hotel. You wouldn't dare.
Hello, security. This is Mr. Dunlap. We have a code red in the presidential suite. Thank you. They're on their way.
I never liked you very much.
I'm heartbroken.
Mrs. Osgood, it was a pleasure meeting you, but I really must be going. Maybe one day we could sit down and have a chat.
Oh, my dear, I don't think so.
Just in case.
Yes.
Wow.
A peculiar person.
Mrs. Osgood, you want to stay away from that woman. She's a snake. Her pen is poisoned and she lives for scandal.
How festive.
And as you can imagine, she is but one of thousands of things that I need to deal with today. So if you'll be so kind as
There is
to...
one last thing, Mr. Dunlap.
Of course there is.
This week's Palm Beach Ladies for Unity Weekend Leave program is sponsoring the Navy.
The Navy.
Yes.
You're kidding.
No, I've invited a few dozen to attend tonight's festivities.
You what?
I've given them a block of rooms down on the 4th floor and front row seats at tonight's benefit. I told them to look at the Palm Beach Royale as if it were their own home.
You didn't.
I did.
No, really, you didn't.
I assure you I did. Isn't that just too wonderful?
I can't begin to tell you.
I was hoping to get the Marines too, but that seems iffy. Well, I'm off. I want to powder my nose before the festivities begin.
Oh, dear Lord. The Navy. Hello, Mr. Hedges. This is Dunlap. You can cancel the code red in the presidential suite. And ring me the second that...
Gosh, how I love this hotel. How I love this suite. How I love... Who the heck are you?
Bernard S. Dunlap, Miss McFadden. I am the general manager here at the Palm Beach Royale. At your service.
Pivot!
Yes, Miss McFadden.
Where the heck are my long-stemmed white roses?
Mr. Dunlap, we were assured long-stem white roses.
They're in the bedroom, as you asked for.
Well, why are they all in there? Pivot!
Yes, Miss McFadden.
The room should always be filled with long-stemmed white roses. They bring such joy, such calm. Don't you agree?
Well, actually,
But white, not red. White. White roses are pure and clean. Red roses make me sad. They remind me of my ex-husband. May he rest in peace soon. But Pivot, where is that lousy ex-husband of mine now?
Monte Carlo, last I heard.
Still too close.
Well, Miss McFadden, I'd just like to tell you what a great pleasure it is to have you stay with us again.
Of course it is, darling.
I have here a schedule of tonight's festivities. You perform at 9:30, and if you would like to rehearse...
What I'd like, darling, is a drink. Does the suite come with gin,
Yes,
vermouth,
of course.
olives?
Indeed.
Splendid. Pivot!
Yes, Miss McFadden.
Now then, if there's anything else that you need from me,
Actually, Mr.
Dunlap.
Yes, Mr. Dunlap. There is one thing. Athena Sinclair. Has she arrived yet?
No, not yet. Is there a problem?
No, and there won't be, as long as you keep that little witch as far away from me as possible.
I assure you, you will not see her.
Because if I do...
You have my word, you will not see the woman.
Splendid. Would you like to join me for martini?
Do you really mean that?
Of course not.
Well, in that case, no thank you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be on my way to check on your luggage.
Splendid. I do so very much love this hotel.
Your dog.
Mr. Boodles, let me see you, precious doggy. Wait, Mr. Boodles needs to lie down. Don't we, Mr. Boodles? Bedroom.
Yes, Miss McFadden.
Pivot. Mr. What's his name left the schedule. Who's listed as the headliner?
You are Miss McFadden.
And where is Athena Sinclair?
Throw down the bill on yourself, Jimmy Durante.
Good.
Would you like to...
What I'd like is another olive in this martini.
Yes, Miss McFadden.
Martinis are a woman of a certain age. They should never be underdressed.
Of course.
Gosh, I'm exhausted. Long train trips always tire me so. And all those dreadful reporters and photographers downstairs in the lobby. All those flashbulbs popping in my face. Tell me, Pippet, how do I look?
Oh, please, Miss McFadden.
Tell me.
I told you on the train.
Tell me again.
You look very young.
And what else?
You look very thin.
And what else?
You look better than Athena Sinclair on her very best day.
How sweet. That's very kind of you. And now, play me something beautiful and sad.
But, Miss McFadden, I've got so much to do today.
Yes. And first on the list is to play me something beautiful and sad.
Yes, Miss McFadden.
What is that?
I couldn't tell you.
I'm Mrs. Everett P. Osgood. We spoke on the phone? Did we? I'm with the PBLFU. The what? We're sponsoring tonight's benefit. Oh, of course. Now I know who you are. I just came to say hello. How darling. Pivot!
Mrs. Osgood, Miss McFadden is delighted to meet you, but she does have a show to prepare for.
Oh, what can I do to help?
Leaving would be a start.
I must say, singing with you just now was quite the thrill. I'm sure it was. Back in the day when I was just a wee slip of a thing, I had aspirations of taking to the stage myself. I'm embarrassed now to say, as well you should be. As a girl, I had a very short but rewarding career in the chorus. One director said I had a voice that could make an angel weep. Isn't that sweet? Pivot!
Mrs. Osgood, Miss McFadden really does need to prepare.
Oh, of course, of course. Well, if there's anything I can do to help,
We'll send word.
maybe we can sing a few songs after the show. And maybe not. Oh, I just love having famous people here at the Palm Beach Royale. They're so, famous? No, that's not it.
Well, when you think of the word, you let us know.
Oh, I shall.
I'll keep her as far away as possible.
Splendid. I think I'll sing that song for my finale tonight. Minus the backup singer.
Let me see if they've listed on the... Oops.
Oops, what?
They requested you finish with that song.
What song?
The song whose title you told me never to speak.
Oh, that song.
They want you to finish your set with it.
Well, that's just not going to happen.
Yes, Miss McFadden.
You know I never sing that song. I haven't sung that song since... You know who.
Yes, Miss McFadden.
With her tweety little voice,
Yes,
and her bony little hips,
Miss McFadden.
and that abnormally long neck of hers.
Would you mind if
She's
I...
the perfect example of what's wrong with Hollywood. Overperformed with copious eye makeup and countless lovers. Too much sex and not enough talent.
I really should get your sheet music
All
down.
packaging and no substance. They tried to do that to me once. When I first came to Hollywood, they tried to make me fit into the mold. But I defied them. I broke the mold, didn't I, Pippet?
Oh, yes.
They had me sing for Louis B. Mayer, and he said, "You got chops, kid, but we're gonna have to fix that nose and put you on a diet."
Legend has it you punched him in the face.
Right between the eyes. He went down like a little girl. But I proved him wrong. Over the years of talent, integrity, and a sharp left hook, I became the biggest star of them all.
Except for maybe...
Say her name and I will throw you off the balcony.
Yes, Miss McFadden.
Well now, I think I'll join Mr. Boodles for a little lie down. You, on the other hand, have things to do.
Yes, Miss McFadden.
Make sure the martinis stay chilled,
Yes, Miss McFadden.
and bring my sheet music down to the orchestra leader.
Yes, Miss McFadden.
And if I fall asleep, wake me up in an hour.
Yes, Miss Smith. I don't get paid enough for this.
And another thing, let the orchestra leader know that under no circumstance is Athena Sinclair be permitted to sing that song either.
Yes, Miss McFadden.
Well, don't just stand there like a lump. Move!
Is there anything else you'd like?
Your absence.
Very good.
Oh, but I do love this hotel. Mr. Blair, are you sure this is all right? The gentleman at the front desk seemed rather confused. The person I spoke to yesterday said this room was already taken. Nonsense! The person I spoke to yesterday said it was fine. I called, told them who I was, and that I wanted the best seat in the hotel, and they said yes. How much simpler could it be? It's just... Oh, Murphy, don't be such a bore. We're here. We have the suite. The discussion is over. Yes, Miss Sinclair. Such a lovely room. Such elegance. Such history. The parties the suite must have seen. The steamy intimacy. The romance. I think I honeymooned here once. Oddly enough, I can't seem to remember which one. Really? After a while, they all blend together. The honeymoon. The husband. How many have I had now? You're kidding. Darling, I never kid when it comes to men. How many? How can you not know? I lost count at 4. Try 6. 6? 6. Oddly enough, I thought I had more. I don't have one now, do I? No. Oh, thank goodness. Let's try and make sure it stays like that. I'll do my best. Although, there are all those handsome young servicemen down in the lobby. Now. With their white fitted uniforms. Miss Sinclair. Hugging their fur round bottoms. Miss Sinclair. What? You promised. I promised what, dear? That you'd be good. But I am good, darling. I'm always good. Sometimes I'm fabulous. Just ask Errol Flynn. Miss Sinclair. All right. It's just being in this gorgeous suite, one can't help but feel a bit amorous. That burning tug of passion. Oh, Murphy, can't you feel it? No. Well, why not? My darling girl, you need to learn how to live. You need to go out and grab life by the horns. You need to kiss strange men and dance in fountains. Now, while you're still young. I am not that young. But you are. You have no idea. Oh, to be young again. So fresh, so innocent. Those early days, the Paramount at MGM, the movies, the excitement, Billy Burt, Adolph Mendes, Cecil B. DeMille bouncing me up and down on his lap, a little pink dress, my hair in curls. Him telling me what a heartbreaker I'd be. Of course, I was 32 at the time. What a filthy old man he was. What's that you're looking at?
It's the schedule for tonight's benefit.
Uh-huh, I told you were in the right suite.
Palm Beach Ladies for Unity present a night of 1,000 stars. How many of these war benefits have we done now?
Dozens, I would imagine. Oh, I see that Buffalo got top billing. Well, that should shut her up for a while. Remember the last one I said I did with her? Where was that again?
San Francisco.
Oh yes, I got top billing on that one. I thought she was going to tear the theater down.
She did make quite a scene. Of course, nothing was as bad as the night at the Roxy.
Oh yes, wasn't that a festive night? Who knew Edith had gowns were so easy to wrestle in?
It was the best dressed brawl I'd ever seen.
Poor red skeleton. How many stitches did he need?
15. I warned him not to get in between the two of you, but he just wouldn't listen.
Who would have guessed such a tall man could be thrown off the stage so easily?
All those terrible pictures in the Post.
Oh, I don't know. I rather like the one of me pulling her hair.
Well, let's just hope we don't see Miss McFadden at all this time around.
I wouldn't worry about it. I'm sure they're going to keep us as far away from each other as possible.
Why do you hate her so much?
Oh, darling, there are so many reasons from which to choose.
I'll never forget the very first benefit you two did together. The two of you sang...
Oh, don't say it. I can't even bear to hear the name of that song.
It's a lovely song.
It's small.
The two of you sang it beautifully. You brought down the house.
Did we? How quaint.
And you haven't spoken since.
You make that sound like a bad thing.
All I'm
Oh,
saying...
Murphy, enough. Claudia McFadden is a vile, hateful woman, and I want nothing to do with her. That's really all there is to it. Now, I refuse to waste another second discussing her. Is that understood?
Yes, Miss Sinclair.
Lovely. What's with all the white roses? It looks like a wake in here.
I guess they're from the hotel.
Be a dear, bring down and have someone come get them out of here. I'm going to lie down for a while before the show.
Are you sure you want that one?
Why?
It faces east. You know how much you hate the morning sun.
You do look out for me.
I do my best.
Who needs husbands when I have you? Before I forget, I'd like to run the new songs once or twice with the orchestra before the show tonight.
I'll check on it.
Dear, dear, wake me up if anything exciting happens.
The trunks are here.
Here's your luggage, miss. Oh,
It's you.
what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
I work here.
You work here?
Yeah,
What do you mean you work here?
just that. I work here.
I thought you joined the army.
About that.
Of course, why wouldn't I think you joined the army?
Murphy.
I mean, that is what you told me.
I did join the army. Well, I tried to. Well,
What?
they wouldn't take me.
Why?
The first week of boot camp, the guy next to me shot off the pinky toe of my left foot.
Oh my!
Oh, it's okay. I used to walk with a wicked limp, but it's much better now. Do you want to see?
No, thank you.
Well, after that, apparently Uncle Sam only wants if you have 10 toes.
I see.
So, it's okay then? I mean, do you understand?
I do. I'll be as much. No letter, no word. For all I know, you could have been killed. And to think you've been hiding here on Palm Beach this whole time.
I wasn't hiding. Murphy.
Why didn't you write? Why didn't you call?
Because.
Because why?
Because you were going to be a big star.
What?
You said it was okay that I left. You said it'd be better this way. I wanted to give you time for your solo act and didn't want to get in the way of that.
I only said that because I didn't want you to feel bad about leaving me.
Really? Stop that.
When I think about all the nights I wasted crying myself to sleep worrying about you.
You cried?
Of course I cried, you big dope. I thought you were dead.
I'm sorry.
You should be.
So what happened with your plans? You didn't become a big star?
No, I became the secretary of Big Star, which isn't as nice.
Oh, I'm sorry about that too.
It's alright. I never really wanted to be a big star anyway.
No?
No. I've seen how those people live, always being hounded by the press. Who wants to live like that? Not me. All I ever really wanted was to marry some nice fella who made an honest living and didn't die in the war.
An honest living, huh?
An honest living.
Not in show business?
As far from show business as possible.
Really?
Really.
You look pretty.
Francis.
Prettier than ever.
Oh, no. Don't you dare do that to me.
Do what?
Be nice to me. I will not tolerate you being nice to me. I will not tolerate you telling me I look pretty.
But you do look pretty.
Look, you have to go.
Murphy.
I can't do this with you. I just can't. I have a very busy day today, and I don't have time for you telling me I look pretty. There's sheet music to deliver and schedules to go over, and these aren't our bags.
I beg your pardon?
These aren't our bags.
They're not?
No.
Are you sure? Mr. Dunlap was quite insistent that these come straight up to the residential suite.
Quite sure.
All right. I guess I'll take them back downstairs and get the right ones.
Fine.
Fine.
Good.
Good.
And could you take the roses with you?
What?
The roses, could you take them with you?
I thought she wanted them.
No. Tell management it's a sweet gesture, but no.
All right. Anything else?
No. Yes. Who do I speak to about writing some songs with the orchestra?
That would be Mr. Dunlap, the general manager. I'll send him on.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I'll be going.
Very good.
But before I do,
Colin!
I'll be going down to the luggage and getting your lobby.
Oh, Murphy, darling. Who was that?
Just Francis.
Who?
The bellhop. He went down to the luggage to get our lobby.
He what?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say something?
Have you found whom we need to speak to about running new songs?
That would be Mr. Dunlap, the general manager of the hotel.
Fabulous. Where is he?
I just sent for him.
And yet, he's not here.
Would you like me to go get him?
You're a darling. Now then, oh yeah, here it is.
Where the heck are my roses?
Claudia, darling, where are you hiding? Athena Sinclair, stop the presses.
Ah! She's where? Oh, good. There's no blood.
Mr. Dunlap, you're scaring me.
Where is she?
Where's who?
Athena Sinclair. Where is she?
In the bedroom, I guess. Why are you so upset? She said she spoke to someone yesterday who said this suite was...
Good Lord! Why are there pictures of her everywhere?
She likes to do that. It makes her feel at home. It makes her feel comfortable. Why? What's wrong with it? What was that?
That was Claudia McFadden.
Claudia McFadden.
Claudia McFadden.
The Claudia McFadden?
One and only.
She's in this suite.
She's in the suite.
Claudia McFadden is in the suite.
Oh, good. You grasped it.
Along with Athena Sinclair?
Welcome to hell.
Pivot! Oh my.
That's not quite the expression I had in mind.
What is she doing here?
Why don't you go in there and ask her?
Mr. Dunlap, this is a very bad situation.
You think?
Pivot!
All right, don't panic.
I'm not panicking.
I wasn't talking to you.
So, what do we do?
I don't know. I don't care. Just keep her from leaving that room. I'll see what I can do about the other one.
And how am I supposed to do that?
Tie her to the bed if you have to.
What if I can't?
Just think of the alternative.
I'll tie her to the bed. Pivot, where the heck? Oh, what are you doing here? Where the heck are my roses?
Yes, your roses, that's why I'm here. They looked a little wilty, so I sent them down to the florist to be replaced with new ones. That's probably better now. Oh, hi, Mr. Dunlap. Hello, Princess. I'm Otis. Whatever. Hello, Miss McFadden. I'm your biggest fan. I saw you at the Paramount last year with my cousin Lester.
How nice for you and your cousin Lester.
Can I have your autograph? It's for my mother. She's really sick.
Of course, darling. What's her name?
Otis?
I see. Dear Otis, get well soon. Sincerely, Molly McFadden.
Thanks, Mr. McFadden. Here's the tops.
Of course I am.
Now that that's done, why don't you take Miss McFadden's bags into her room?
Oh, please don't.
Oh, it's not a problem.
Oh, but it is. These aren't my bags.
They're not?
No.
But they just said downstairs.
I don't care what they said downstairs. These aren't my bags.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We'll bring up your new bags right away, won't we? Yes, sir. And while you're down there, bring up Miss McFadden's new roses. What new roses? The roses I had you take down to the florist to be replaced with new ones. You didn't have me bring down any roses? Of course I did. No, you didn't. I would remember. Francis. Otis. Otis! Yes, sir? Just do it! Yes, Mr. Dunlap. Oh, and by the way, Mr. Hedges at the front desk is looking for you. They're about to sail us down from the 4th floor balconies into the pool. I beg your pardon. Some of Mrs. Osgood's naked. They're starting already. Mind you, I really haven't seen any of this. I just heard about it on the radio. The broadcast from live from the lobby. Oh, Miss McFadden, I am sincerely sorry about the mishaps regarding your luggage and the flowers. But you must understand, things here today are a tiny bit hectic.
Speaking of tiny, have you seen my secretary?
Yes, I have. He was running your songs over with the orchestra leader.
Ah, well, if you should see him again, tell him to see me immediately.
I'd be delighted to.
Splendid. Is there something else you need?
Not that I can think of.
Splendid. Get out. What?
Could I mean,
Mr. Whatever the heck your name is, I have to be on stage in a few hours. Spit it out.
could I stay here for a moment or two?
In this suite?
Yes.
No.
Not even for just a minute?
Not even for just a second.
Well then, I'll be on my way.
Splendid. What an odd man. What is going on in this suite? Crap! What the heck are you doing here?
Miss McFadden, you scared me.
I get that a lot.
I just came up here to drop these off.
Those are...
Red roses.
So I see. Are you familiar with the Fairmont Hotel in San Francisco?
Oh, no. These aren't for you.
They aren't?
No.
Then who are they for?
Your secretary?
I beg your pardon?
They're for your secretary.
That's what I thought you said.
This is a little awkward.
You're telling me.
Kind of embarrassing.
Yes.
But then again, you can just look at me and, well, you know.
Not so much in the uniform.
I mean, you can just look at me and you can tell that I'm in love.
You're in love?
Crazy nuts. Head over heels.
With?
Your secretary. I have been for years.
Ah. Well, as you can see, my secretary isn't here right now, and I feel a great need to have another martini.
Miss
So
McFadden.
won't you just go away?
Well, if it's not so much of an imposition, could you see that your secretary receives these?
Do I have a choice?
As a token of my affection.
Anything else?
Wow, for a big star, you're really very nice. I mean, Mr. Hedges at the front desk said you were...
Yes.
Never mind. I'll be going.
Excellent choice. And if you happen to see my secretary...
Yes?
Never mind, get out. The world is changing much too quickly.
Oh, good. You're awake. I just spoke with the auxiliary downstairs. Everything is... Where are all the white roses?
Good question.
And why are there red ones?
Even better.
You loathe red roses.
Indeed I do.
Then why do you have them?
They were just delivered.
Someone sent you red roses.
Well now, that's the interesting part. They're not for me.
They're not?
No.
Then who?
You.
Me?
Yes.
Someone sent me red roses.
Hand-delivered no less.
By who?
Your bellhop.
My what?
Your bellhop.
I have a bellhop.
Oh, it would seem.
I'm confused.
Apparently.
Miss McFadden.
Enough. I don't want to hear another word. I don't need to know the sordid details of your personal life. What I do need, however, are some aspirins. You need to go down to that little drugstore in the lobby and pick me up a bottle.
You have a headache?
No, Mr. Boodles does. And find out what the heck happened to my long-stemmed white roses.
I have a bellhop? I have a bellhop?
Oh, Mr. Pippet. Thank God, just the man I was looking for.
Mr. Dunlap, I'm very busy. I don't have time.
Well, you're going to want to make time.
What I'm going to want, Mr. Dunlap, is for this sweet refilled long stem white roses when I get back. Now, if you'll excuse me, good day.
Please, Miss Sinclair, I really think we should go over the schedule one more time. And what is there to go over? No. What's wrong with you? Nothing. Nothing's wrong with me. It's just, I think these sort of things need to be checked, and double-checked, and triple-checked, and...
What a lovely photograph. It's so you.
Who the heck are you? Oh, Miss Sinclair, this is...
Bernardus Dunlap. I'm the general manager here at the hotel. At your service.
Again with the roses. Could you be a dear and do something with these?
Of course.
Now then, Mr. Dunwood,
Dunlap.
you're just the man I wanted to see.
To whom do I speak about running a few songs before the show?
Oh, I'd be happy to set that up for you.
Lovely. One would be...
Why don't we go now? The orchestra is just downstairs.
What?
Yes, that is a terrific idea.
We'll just pop down and run those songs.
Whoa, what's the rush?
Rush? What rush? There's no rush.
I just got here. I want to unwind. I want to relax. I'm not about to go running downstairs and run my songs at this particular moment.
Yes, of course. It's just...
Is anyone standing and answering the door?
Yes, that, of course.
Here are your new roses, Mr. Dunlap. Good as new. Although I must say, the lady at the florist shop isn't too happy with you right now.
Why are these back?
Why are these back?
What?
You heard me, man. Why are these roses back?
Because you told
To
me...
get rid of them once and for all. We do not want to be bothering Miss Sinclair with them again.
Hey, you're Athena Sinclair.
Why? Yes, I am.
I'm your biggest fan. I've seen all of your movies.
How sweet.
Can I have your autograph? It's for my mother. She's really sick. Her name is Otis.
I see. Is that with one T or two?
One.
And there you go.
Thanks, Miss Sinclair. You're the tops. By the way, what are you doing here?
Well, dear, I'm performing at the benefit tonight.
No, I know that. I'm here in
Is that would be enough, Francis? Now then, why don't you go to your bedroom and take a little nap, and I'll take care of these pesky roses for you.
Darling, why don't you come with me? I'm not sure I want to leave you alone with this man.
All right. All right, don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. What are you doing in there?
Hiding from you. All right. Where is she? Don't lie to me. I know she's in here.
Miss Del Rio.
And why does she have pictures of Athena Sinclair all over the room? Target practice?
This can't be happening.
Is she in there? Claudia, are you?
No, I swear to my life, she's not in there.
What's going on?
I beg your pardon?
Look at you. You're sweating.
Am I?
Why are you so frantic?
Frantic? Who's frantic? Nobody's frantic.
There's a story in this week. I can smell it.
That's not a story you smell. That's me.
There's an energy here, a sense of dread, something horrible, something disastrous. It's fabulous.
Miss Del Rio.
What has she done now? Has she thrown another bellhop off a balcony?
Oh, dear Lord.
Of course, with all the sailors jumping off balconies, it would be hard to notice one more.
I'm calling security.
Go ahead, call. All I need is a few minutes to say hello.
If you go in there, something terrible will happen.
Like what?
You're still here?
I took care of your roses.
Good. Now if you could do the same thing with yourself?
I gladly am leaving.
Fabulous. And yet you're not moving.
Miss Sinclair,
Yes, my dear?
I have another question about the schedule. I'm afraid I'm confused.
Not as confused as I am.
Perfect. Just perfect. Suddenly, the Marines don't seem so bad.
Oh, Mr. Dunlap, here you are. They said you might be up here.
Did they?
Did you know there's a bellhop lying on the floor outside of this suite?
Indeed, I do.
I see.
Mrs. Osgood, how may I help you?
Oh, well, everybody's looking for you downstairs. Mr. Hedges at the front desk seemed a little, how should I put this, agitated. The night's festivities have already begun. Just between you and me, I think it's going very well.
Is it?
Yes, my boys from the Navy have added a special flair to the evening, I think.
So I've heard.
I've come to see how Miss McFadden is doing.
Quite well, actually. A lot better than myself.
You sang the most precious little song earlier.
You what?
I was hoping we might sing another. Is there any chance of my singing quick hello?
To Miss McFadden?
Yes.
None whatsoever.
Oh, really?
Really.
All right, then. I guess I'll just see her downstairs. Has Athena Sinclair arrived yet?
Oh, yes.
You've seen her?
Yes, she has seen me. Now then, Mrs. Osgood. I'm sure you're needed downstairs. I have countless things I need tending to.
In this room?
You have no idea. Oh, Mr. Pippet, you're back.
Yes, I am. There's a bellhop lying on the floor outside of this suite.
So I've heard. May I introduce you to Mrs. Everett P. Osgood? Mrs. Osgood is sponsoring tonight's benefit through her organization, the PBL.
A feud, we've met. Hello, Mrs. Osgood.
Hello, Mr. Pippet.
Mrs. Osgood was just on her way out. Point you, dear lady. Now then, if there's anything else you need, please feel free to ask. Good day. Oh, Mr. Pippet, we have a problem.
Mr. Dunlap, I'm very busy. I don't have enough time for your problems.
Well, you're going to want to make time.
Make time for you? I think not. Do you have any idea what it's like to get that plastic little dog to swallow an aspirin? Plus, I still need to get Miss fed, get her dressed, make sure she... Why are there still no white roses in the suite?
Oh, good, you've noticed.
If you're trying to be funny, Mr. Dunlap, let me assure you I have no sense of humor.
Well, now would be a good time to get one.
What are all these photographs? This is Athena Sinclair.
Yes, it is.
So is this one.
And this one here, too.
Why are there pictures of Athena Sinclair everywhere I look?
Well, that would be the problem I mentioned.
You still haven't answered my question.
I forgot what it was.
Why are there pictures of Athena Sinclair over this room?
Oh, because she's here.
Here?
Yes, here.
Where here?
Here.
Here in the hotel?
Here in this suite.
Here in this suite?
That would be correct.
She's in this suite.
As we speak.
And where is Miss McFadden?
Oh, she's here too.
I don't understand.
Let me make this simple for you. Behind this door is Claudia McFadden. And behind this door is Athena Sinclair.
And what's behind door number 3? The press?
Actually. Oh no, Mr. Pippet, there is no time for this.
I think I'm going to jump off the balcony. That's what I think I'm going to do.
Mr. Pippet, you're not going to jump off any balcony.
I'm not.
No. This is what we're going to do. You're going to go in there and make sure Claudia McFadden does not come out under any circumstances.
What? Are you insane? If Claudia McFadden wants to leave her room, you don't try and stop her. You don't. You just get out of the way and hope you don't get crushed in the process.
What the heck is wrong with you? You what?
I saw a mouse.
There are no mice at the Palm Beach Royale.
Of course there aren't. Now then, where was I?
I got Mr. Boodles' aspirins right here.
He doesn't need them anymore.
He doesn't.
I gave him gin instead.
Ah.
Now he needs walkies. And I'm going to need another pitcher of martinis.
Yes, Miss McFadden.
Wait a minute. What's going on here?
I beg your pardon?
Where the heck are my roses?
Oh, they're right here in the...
They're in the closet?
No, of course not. Don't be silly. Why would they be in the closet?
Where are they?
They're out by the pool.
What?
They looked like they needed some fresh air, so I sent them out to the pool. Isn't that right?
What?
Don't worry, I'll have them brought back up right now.
And then you'll go away?
If that's what you'd like,
That's what I'd like.
then consider me gone.
Pivot!
Yes.
Walkies.
Yes, Miss Smith. I can't do this. I'm going to have a heart attack.
Yes, fine, whatever. But before you do, help me with these roses. Now then, this is what we're going to do.
Mr. Dunlap,
What now?
why is there an unconscious woman in the closet?
Mr. Pippin, we do not have time to begin to answer that question. Now then, this is what we're going to do.
Where am I?
Oh, dear Lord.
What is this?
Will this day never end?
How the heck did I end up back in the closet?
Miss Del Rio, what a lovely surprise.
My head is throbbing. What did you do? Club me with a bottle?
Don't be silly.
What are you doing?
Looking for a bottle.
Yes, well, while you're doing that, I'll just have a chat with Claudia McFadden.
She's not here.
So you said.
Miss Del Rio, I swear to you, she is not here.
Pivot! Aha!
I swear to you, you cannot go in there.
Who's gonna stop me?
Oh, good. You're still here. Why didn't you answer me? You really need to see to that stutter.
Yes, Miss McFadden.
And you're still here. What a surprise.
Here long stem white roses.
Splendid. Get out.
Miss McFadden, you needed something?
Yes. When Mr. Boodles goes out for walkies, make sure you don't watch him while he's doing his business. You know how sensitive he is.
Yes, Miss McFadden.
And I'm still waiting for that new pitcher of martinis.
Yes, Miss McFadden, I'll bring on writing.
Splendid. And as for you,
I am out the door.
if only.
Closet.
Closet. You see, Mr. Pippin, the trick is not to panic. If one does not panic, there's nothing, absolutely nothing that can go wrong.
I'm back.
Thank you, lady.
He said to let you know if I needed anything.
He thought I was serious.
Actually, it's not so much me as it is the Navy.
What about them?
Well, some of the boys were looking to try some, now what did they call it?
Mrs. Osgood.
Oh, give me a moment, it'll come to me.
This really isn't the time.
Military maneuvers.
What?
Military maneuvers. That was the term they used. They said they'd like to try some military maneuvers down in the lobby.
What does that mean?
I have no idea. But it certainly sounds exciting, doesn't it?
Mrs. Osgood.
I tried to speak to Mr. Hedges about it, but he's sort of rolled himself into a fetal position. Really isn't speaking to anyone.
I understand how he feels.
So anyway, I sent them back into the lobby bar while I came up here to speak to you.
I'm so pleased.
Oh, Mr. Pippet, I didn't see you there. How are you?
Oh, I'm in hell, Mrs. Osgood. How are you?
Wonderful! Thank you for asking.
Now then, why don't you go down to the lobby and ask the boys if they'd be so kind as to refrain from any type of maneuvers, military or otherwise, until I get down there.
If you think that's best.
Indeed I do.
And just so you know, the bellhop is still out here on the floor.
Yes, we're going to have him bronzed and used as a doorstop. Now then, good day.
What the heck happened?
Oh, sweet heaven.
How do I keep ending up in this closet?
You were hit in the face with a door.
I'm what?
You were hit in the face with a door.
I got hit in the face with a door.
Twice, actually.
Really?
Really.
Was it Claudia? Is she on one of her rampages?
Yes.
No.
I mean, no.
Yes.
I mean, yes.
No.
Well, is she or isn't she?
She is. She is. She just ran out of the suite.
Where did she go?
Where did she go?
Down to the lobby.
Down to the lobby.
What's in the lobby?
What's in the lobby?
Athena Sinclair.
Athena Sinclair.
Athena Sinclair?
She was saying most scandalous things about her.
What did she say?
I couldn't possibly tell you. Apparently, Miss Sinclair has been drinking.
She's been drinking?
So Miss McFadden went down there to straighten things things out once and for all. They're probably down there discussing the situation as we speak.
That was very good.
It comes from years of experience.
Yes. Now, give me the dog. I'll make sure it gets walked. You just keep her from leaving that bedroom.
But
There's no time for buts. Just keep her from leaving that bedroom, and I'll see what I can do about the other one.
Mr. Dunlap, eventually she is going to have to come out of that room. I mean,
I know. You let me worry about that. You just see to her and her martinis.
why did I enlist? I can be in Europe right now, where it's safe.
Mr. Dunlap, we have a whole bunch of luggage here that everyone keeps telling us to bring up. But when we do bring it up, everyone keeps telling us to bring it back down. And Mr. Hedges at the front desk wanted us to tell you that the orchestra leader went on a bathroom break and, well, he never came back. Oh, and there's a fire in the lobby.
I beg your pardon.
Apparently some of Mrs. Osgood's Navy men started a fire in the lobby.
Oh, dear Lord.
Oh, don't worry. It's not like out by the pool.
There's a fire out by the pool?
Several.
Oh, poor...
The man on the radio said it was like the fall of Rome.
Yet somehow, none of this compares to the disaster looming in this room.
What do you mean?
What I mean is...
Mr. Dunlap,
What is it?
you threw me into a wall.
Yes, Francis, and for that I am sincerely sorry. But you don't understand. We have an emergency situation right here in this room. Both Claudia McFadden and Athena Sinclair think they have this suite.
And this is a bad thing?
No. World War II is a bad thing. This is much worse. First things first. I want this room devoid of all luggage. Once we figure out who gets this suite, we'll bring their luggage back up. And secondly, I want anything that may look like a white rose taken out of this suite. That goes for any and all pictures of Athena Sinclair. Just do this quickly and quietly. But whatever you do, stay away from the bedrooms. Had someone take this darn dog out for walkies so I can go downstairs to deal with fires and Navy men and any other fresh hell that may arise. Now then, when I come back up, I want this all done. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Remember, quickly and quietly.
Mr. Dunlap,
What is it?
have you seen Murphy?
Who?
Miss McFadden's secretary.
I thought the name was Pippet.
No, it's Murphy.
Pippet.
Murphy.
Pippet.
Murphy.
I don't have time for this. Now then, you know what needs to be done.
You can count on us.
Oh, dear Lord.
All right, Otis. You do the luggage and the dog, and I'll take care of the white roses and the photographs of Athena Sinclair.
I'll be right back.
What's wrong with you today? You think you had Claudia McFadden hidden in the net? Why? Hello there. You're just what the doctor ordered. And in uniform, no less.
Hi, I was just...
Looking at my photos, I see.
yes, I was,
Admiring them?
I guess.
Well, if you like those, I have some other pictures I think you'll just love. Oh my. Oh, Murphy, darling. Look what I found.
Help.
Francis? What are you doing here? Do you know this person? Yes. He's the bellhop who brought up the luggage.
Wait a minute. You work for... what I thought.
What?
Never mind. It's a pleasure.
You had no idea. Miss Sinclair, don't you think we should get downstairs and run those songs before it gets any later? Oh yes, that I suppose we should. Oh dear Lord, those dreadful roses are back!
Yes, that's why I'm here. I'm here to take them away.
Yes, well, we've tried that once before. It didn't seem to work. My. Look at the time. Oh, very well. Let's go. When I get back, this room will be emptied of all white roses, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you'd like to see those other pictures, you know where to find me.
Yes, ma'am.
Fabulous. Oh, wait a second. I forgot the song lesson schedule. Why don't you go ahead? I'll catch up. I'll wait for you at the elevator. I won't be 2 seconds. What was that all about?
I thought you worked for Claudia McFadden.
What? Why?
Because when I brought up your flowers.
You brought me flowers.
Red roses?
Those are from you.
Yes.
For me.
Of course.
They're beautiful.
I remember how much you used to like them.
You used to give me one before every show.
And you put it in your hair.
I remember.
You looked like an angel.
Francis.
You still do.
Francis. Hardly, darling. When I said you should go out to kiss strange men, I didn't necessarily mean this afternoon. I'm so sorry, Miss Sinclair. I don't know what came over me. It's just, he does this thing. He tells me I look pretty, and then he smiles at me with that smile of his, and my knees go numb, and I start to perspire, and before you know it, there's that burning... Oh, darling, don't stop now. You excuse me. And as for you, young man,
Yes, ma'am?
any further kissing in this suite had best involve me.
Yes, ma'am.
Where's Mr. Boodles? She wants Mr. Boodles.
Who's Mr. Boodles?
The dog? The dog?
Oh, he's out being walked. Who are you?
Where'd you get those roses?
What?
Those roses in your hand, where'd you get them?
What's it to you?
Wait a second. Are you my bellhop?
What?
I didn't think so. Give me that.
Get away from me.
That bouquet is mine. I want it back.
It's not yours.
Yes, it is. Give it to me.
Are you nuts?
Ugh. Give it to me. Give it to me. That's not good. Miss McFadden, that's not what you think it was.
Okay, the luggage is back downstairs. The dog tinkled in the elevator. You should see it down there. Fires, drunken sailors. One of them threw one of the reporters in the pool. How's it going up here?
You don't want to know. All right, Otis, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to take the white roses back downstairs. You collect all the photographs of Athena Sinclair. If either of these doors open, you're not here. Got that?
Uh-huh.
I'll be right back.
Now, what do I do with you? I know, I'll...
Well, find him!
Who are you?
I'm not here.
I beg your pardon.
I'm not here.
And yet I can see you.
I'm still not here.
Uh-huh. Have you seen Mr. Boodles?
Who?
And what you're so upset about, Mr. Dunlap? It was just a small fire.
Mrs. Osgood, the problem is just not the fires in the lobby. It's the fires by the pool. And the sailors jumping off the balconies. It's Mr. Hedges quitting and the orchestra leader nowhere to be found. The problem is celebrities and photographs, and long-stem white roses, and hotel suites. The problem, Mrs. Osgood, is your Navy men throwing Miss Del Rio into the pool.
Ah, the rambunctious joys of youth.
What now?
Where's Mr. Boodles? She wants Mr. Boodles.
Who's Mr. Boodles?
Mrs. Osgood, why don't you go downstairs and see if the Marines have arrived?
Oh, what a lovely idea. I think I shall.
And watch out for fires and fallen sailors.
I always do.
Okay, what now?
Where is he?
Where's who?
Mr. Boodles.
I don't know. I don't have him.
You don't have him. I gave him to you.
I only had him for a second until I gave him to...
Athena Sinclair is on her way up. She couldn't find the orchestra leader anywhere.
Of course she can't. No one can find him.
There was some commotion going on in the lobby, but I couldn't tell what it was.
Please don't tell me we had another fire.
I don't think so.
What about Mr. Boodles?
Who?
Otis?
Francis.
Francis? Otis, whoever the heck you are. Come on, man. What did you do with Mr. Boodles?
The dog?
Yes.
I gave him to Otis.
I'm not here. I beg your pardon. I'm not here. Francis?
Otis.
Otis? Yes, Mr. Dunlap? What did you do with Mr. Boodles? I don't think I want to tell you. Why not? Because I think you're going to get very, very, very angry.
Oh, for God's sakes, why did you do it, Mr. Boodles?
I kinda, sorta threw him off the balcony. You kinda, sorta threw him off the balcony? Well, you see, I took him and he tinkled in the elevator. I was going to put him out on the balcony, but then I heard Miss McFadden. I got scared because of what happened at the Fairmont in San Francisco. And I tripped and I'm not here.
He threw Mr. Boodles off the balcony. Can't believe it. He threw Mr. Boodles off the balcony. You know what's even funnier? She's going to kill me. She's going to kill us all. We're all going to die. All because your bellhop threw Mr. Boodles off the...
My goodness! Every time I walk into this suite, there's more people in it.
Miss Sinclair, what a lovely surprise.
For me to be in my own suite?
No, of course not. It's just... What is that in your arms?
Ugh.
You!
Isn't he just precious? Can you believe some animal threw him off one of the balconies into the pool? They had just fished him out and brought him into the lobby as I was leaving the ballroom. I decided I must have him. Look at the poor darling. He is still shivering. Murphy, could you be dear? Take him into the bedroom and wrap him up in one of those lovely wool blankets? Of course. I couldn't find your orchestra leader.
Well, how about we go back down and see if I can't find him for you?
Oh, that's all right. I'm afraid if I go down now, I might bump into Claudia McFadden, and that's the last thing I want to do. I'll just wait for my allotted time on stage when I know for certain she won't be down there. Face it, darling, if I never see that lounge singing Sal again, it'll be too soon. Darling! Sweetie! Angel! What a surprise! Isn't it so? Just two. How so? It's been a while. Indeed it has.
Much too long.
Indeed.
When was the last time?
San Fran.
And I believe, no, wasn't? I still have the bruises. Do you? How sweet. Indeed. Time flies so quickly. Indeed. Indeed. So, what on earth are you doing here?
Well, I'm performing tonight.
I'm sure you are. At the benefit. Really? Haven't you read your program? I never read below my name. How you? You see, that's just one of the many things I don't miss about sharing the stage with you. What's that? My power, my presence? Your breath. So, what are you performing? Some exotic dance from the 1890s?
No, dear. Like you, I'm singing.
How quaint. I had no idea you could sing.
You've heard me.
Yes, I have. Well, not all of us have your lungs, dear. Your epic, canyon-sized lungs. Are you insinuating something, sweetie? I can never tell. You're too opaque. Well, of course not, darling. If I was going to call you a golem, I'd say it to your face. Are you calling me? Yes. I should have snapped you in half in San Francisco when I had the chance. I should have had you arrested for assault. I should have had you arrested for singing.
Aha!
Lord.
Mr. Crab, just to be clear, I write for the Palm Beach
Press? You brought the press? I did no such thing. This is so like you to come barging into my suite with the press and start flinging insults. What do you mean your suite? What part didn't you get? This suite is mine. What? Are you senile? It's mine. It's mine. Mine. Mine.
Ladies, may I suggest...
Mr. Boodles. Mr. What? What are you doing with my dog? What do you mean your dog? Don't you dare. That dog is mine. Not anymore, he's not. Dog thief, cow, trauma, bush, horse, sex. All right, I've had it. Enough is enough. Everybody out.
What?
Everybody out. We're going to settle this once and for all. Yes, let's. Once and for all.
Ladies, I must
Everybody
object.
out.
I
Everybody.
am the manager here at the hotel. We just had the suite refurbished.
Oh, Pat, this was your best yet. Oh, no, please. It was all you. You were brilliant. Nonsense. Your technical polish, your solo choices. My dear Peanut, you were perfection. Oh, no, darling. You were perfection. We were both perfection. I adore you madly. We haven't had this much fun since San Francisco. Sweetie, I don't think we've had this much fun since the Roxy. How on earth did you manage to get this suite? I just walked in. I told them I talked to someone yesterday who said I could have it. And did you? Of course not. I knew this is where you're going to be staying, and I thought what a lovely setup for one of our little scenes. Of course, I had no idea it was going to be this much fun, and with a reporter in the room, no less. What a wonderful stroke of luck. Who was she? Some dreadful gossip columnist from one of the local newspapers. She's vile. She assaulted me in the lobby when I first got here. She literally grabbed my arm and wouldn't let me pass until I talked to her. Finally, security came and rescued me. Why was she all wet? I paid a couple of sailors to throw her to the pool. You didn't! She was taking notes seriously. I hope she got it all down. Oh, I'm sure of it. I'm sure the story's running rampant through the lobby as we speak. If that little scene doesn't sell tickets, I don't know what will. We do have fun. Indeed we do. Who would have guessed that our little feud would become such a major moneymaker for the war effort? There is just one thing. What's that? I do so miss performing with you on stage. Oh, Pat, me too. But just think, one day this terrible war will be over and we'll be able to reconcile. And oh, what a show that will be. Just the two of us. Reunited in all of our glory. The Paramount in New York. Better yet, the Roxy. Just one night, standing room only. Dim the lights, cue the band, and watch the crowd go wild. I have an idea. What's that? We can't. Why not? We're both here. We have the piano. Are you mad? They're right outside. The doors are thick. And the staff? Even thicker. Okay, I'm in. Splendid. What do we sing? What a silly question. Our song. Is there any other?
The white cliffs of Dover,
what do we have next?
I just signed up for the new USO show in Los Angeles.
Sounds divine. I'll have Pipit make the call.
Oh, let's have a fight on stage. We haven't had one of those in such a long time.
Perfect.
By the way, keep your eye open for a good personal secretary. I'm afraid I'm about to lose mine to a BAHS.
Oddly enough, so am I.
Hello? Miss Sinclair? Miss McFadden? Is anyone still alive?
I guess we should let them in.
I guess.
It occurs to me we won't be seeing each other again this time round.
Of course not, darling. You'll know they'll keep us as far away from each other as possible.
Oh well, we'll have Los Angeles to look forward to.
Until then.
Get me away from this lunatic! Lunatic? Lunatic? I'll show you who's a lunatic.
Ladies,
She's a man-woman, a giant craze. Where's the reporter?
oh, you don't have to worry about her anymore. I've had her removed from the premises.
Too bad.
I beg your pardon.
Have you found the orchestra leader yet?
Yes, I'm thrilled to say we have. Some of Mrs. Asby's leading men thought it would be funny to lock him in.
I have a show tonight. Why don't you have this conversation in your own suite? I thought I was.
Ladies, please.
Miss Sinclair, we have another suite, the Admiral suite. It's just as lovely as this one. Please, let us put you up there.
Fine. As long as it's as far away from her as possible.
Perhaps in another state.
Yes, Francis, Otis. Now then, Otis. Francis, take Miss Sinclair and her secretary to the Admiral suite and bring along their luggage and photographs and anything else they may need.
Yes, sir.
Come, Murphy, darling.
Just 1 second. Now I'm ready.
Now, don't worry. I'll be up later to make sure all is well.
Thank you, Mr. Dunkirk. You've been an angel. Her, pal, witch, loser. If I never see you again, it'll be too soon. Promises, promises. Now then, does this Admiral suite actually come with an Admiral?
We'll see when we get.
Murphy! That was the girl that Francis used to play the piano for? Otis, you got it right. Get out. Yes, sir.
Pipit, find out who's hosting the new USO benefit in LA next week. I'm very interested in signing on.
Yes, Miss McFadden.
Also, Mr. Boodles seems a little tense. Why don't you take him out for another walkies?
Yes, Miss McFadden.
But make sure you're back soon. You still have 1,000 things to do before the show tonight.
Yes, no, Miss McFadden.
I beg your pardon?
I should think you would. I've been working for you for 12 years now. 12 years. 12 years of just being you and taking this little rabbit dog out for walkies. 12 years of making you martinis, and rose-colored reservations, and scheduling every aspect of every minute of your life, and then going back and picking up all the debris you leave in your wake. 12 years of days like today with lobby fires and flying animals and unconscious women in closets, and the only good thing that happened was that somebody gave me red roses, and even those got carried out the door. So yes, you should beg my pardon, because I put an awful lot. At least I deserve the occasional please or thank you.
Feel good to get that off your chest.
Yes, actually.
Good. Because if you ever speak to me like that again, I'm going to throw you off the balcony. Is that understood?
Yes, Miss McFadden.
Well, don't just stand there. Walkies.
Yes, Miss McFadden.
Oh, and Pipit, thank you.
Yes, Miss McFadden.
Oh my goodness, look at the time. I have an audience in 2 hours and here I am still not dressed.
Miss McFadden,
Oh goodness, are you still here?
is there anything else I can do for you?
No, thank you. You've done beautifully. In fact, you've all done beautifully. Mr. Dunlap, I have wonderful news.
Do you?
The Marines have landed.
I can't stay up here with you, can I?
I'm afraid not.
Not even for just a minute?
Not even for just a second.
Well,
Well then.
oh, Miss McFadden, I'd just like to say, I hope that today's mishaps haven't in any way impugned your opinion of the Palm Beach Royale.
On the contrary, Mr.
Dunlap.
Dunlap, given the circumstance,
I think you've done a splendid job. Everything I hoped you would, and more. But then I expected nothing less. You see, I love this hotel. I love this suite. I love